Lab-grown and plant-based meat, the science, psychology, and the future of meat alternatives. This is on The Conversation by Daniel Marino, Assistant Science Editor and co-host of The Conversation, Gemma Ware, Andrew Stout, PhD candidate, Biomedical Engineering, and Marina Lamas, Research Associate Center for Culinary Innovation, New Cooking. Maddie Walks, postdoctoral researcher, psychology, and Nurjana Dawson Program, University of Dina Juan Santoro. Now, how do we mimic meat? I mean, just talking about this really turns me off. It's nice to know what you're really eating as opposed to somebody trying to fool you. You don't even know what's in there. Anyway, we take a look at the science behind plant-based and cultured meat, and it might lead us to what we may hear of new research from Indonesia on cigarette advertising, how it lures in children. So companies have been marketing meat alternatives such as soy or bean burgers as vegetarians and vegans since 1970s. But in the past few years, a number of companies, including Beyond Meat and Impossible Foods, have changed that game, launching plant-based products aimed at mimicking the real meat. Mariana Lamas, researcher associate at Center for Culinary Innovation at Northern Alberta Institute of Technology in Edmonton, Canada, says such efforts are attempting to reverse engineering nature. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. So they're attempting to reverse engineer nature as far as meat is concerned. She says they ask what makes meat taste and cook like meat, and they go from there. So she talks about some science involving key elements that make a plant-based meat mimic successful. Now, from plant-based meat products, we turn to cultured meat, or what some called no-kill or vegan meat. Andrew Stout, candidate in biomedical engineering at Tufts University, Massachusetts, explains how he grows meat in a petri dish in a lab. This is disgusting. He's growing meat in a petri dish in a lab, okay? Stout believes cell line technology like this, which breaks down meat to its individual cells, brings massive potential to add different flavors, nutrients, even medicines to cultured meat. Why would they want to put medicines in there? He says once you're dealing with cells, the whole world opens up to you that is not open when you're dealing with whole animals. So far, only one country in the world, Singapore, has granted a license to sell cultured meat, that is petri dish meat. But even if more products do start making it onto menus and into supermarket aisles elsewhere in the world, will people eat it? Well, I for one will not. I'll have my salad with cheese or whatever, or my omelette. Now, we talked to Maddie Wilkes, postdoctorate researcher associate in psychology at Yale University, about her research into people's readiness to eat cultured meat. Wilkes says people's attitudes are, for the most part, cautiously optimistic. I don't know anybody that's optimistic about this. Are you? Now, sizable groups are very against the idea. No kidding. And she says this is down to a mixture of things, such as concerns about the novelty, naturalness, disgust, and probably some sort of unknown and fear in there as well. In our second story, in the podcast that's included in this article, we're talking about dangerous effects of cigarette advertising in Indonesia. Okay, so if you want, you can listen to this as well. There's a podcast there, and it's about 37 minutes long. This is on The Conversation, Creative Commons. Please tell me what you think about this. I just don't like where we're heading, really. This is ridiculous. Please give me your thoughts on this, and thank you for your support.